Namaste, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. I'm Jess, and today I'll be guiding you through a power practice. So we'll be strengthening, working on our discipline and working on opening those hips up today. So we'll get started straight away in an extended child's pose. So let's bring the knees as wide as the mat, feet together, and just start to walk the hands towards the top of the mat. Let's take a nice long inhale as you exhale, melting the forehead towards the mat. And right away, just start taking some nice long inhales and exhales here. Tapping into the breath straight away. Noticing where your mind is today. If your mind is quite busy, just try to allow, without trying to change anything, just be present with it. And just start to think about why you showed up to the mat today. And why you picked this particular practice. Maybe it's to work on your discipline. Maybe you'd like to work on strengthening. Or maybe it's just for physical reasons, you want a nice looking body. Just acknowledge. And if it is just physical, try and see if you can tap into your thoughts. Notice what comes up there. Use your breath to guide you. And remember that throughout this practice, you can always come back into this child's pose at any point. And now let's crawl into the fingertips. Just spread your hands out wide. On your next inhale, press into the hands, engage through your core. Allow that to lift you back up. Let's bring the knees together. Take your time as you make your way onto the belly. Let's bring the elbows down onto the mat, and then we'll peel the head up, finding your Sphinx pose. So you may need to center yourself on the mat here. When you get here, let's bring the elbows directly under your shoulders. So really spread the hands out wide here. Make sure you're maintaining this length in the back of your neck. So careful not to collapse all the way in the shoulders here. Try and lift up off. Let's take the gaze between the palms. So feeling into this slight back bend. Press into the hands. Try to visualize tearing the yoga mat apart with the hands. And try and relax any tension in your jaw here. Let's take a nice long inhale. As you exhale, taking the nose past the right shoulder. Pause for a breath. Inhale back to center and exhale to the other side, taking your nose past the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Now listen carefully. We'll curl the toes under. So lift the knees, tone your quads here, will engage through the core. Make sure you're pressing into the hands and pressing into your elbows as you slowly start to lift up, finding your forearm plank here. So keep that focal point. Whisper to yourself, affirm to yourself, I am strong. Try and level out the hips here. Let's take a nice long inhale, exhale, right toes off the mat. Inhale back to center and switch, exhale, left toes off the mat. Twice more in each side, you've got this. Go at your own pace. Remember your affirmation. And once more. And exhale, release the hips. Let's slide the hands next to the ribs and relax here just for a breath. Well done. So if the hands are not next to the ribs already, slide them there. On your next inhale, we'll peel the head, the nose, the chest up, finding your baby cobra. Exhale, fold. A couple more. Inhale. Exhale and fold. And once more, inhale, baby cobra, and exhale to fold. So curl the toes under. Two options, you can either press up into a tabletop position or press up into a plank and exhale into your version of downward facing dog. When you arrive here, let's pedal through the feet. Maybe shaking the hair, yes and no. From here, we'll root through the heels, bringing the heels towards the mat, so it doesn't have to come close. And we'll root through the left heel, inhale, right heel up towards the sky. Exhale, let's squeeze the right knee in towards the heart space. Hold here, gaze straight down. Zipping your belly in towards the spine. Inhale, back into your three-legged dog. Exhale this time, right knee kisses the right elbow. Gaze straight down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, crossing it over, right knee to left elbow. You've got this. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale this time, right knee towards the right armpit as you step the right foot to the outside of the hands. So if that isn't quite available to you yet, you can step through. Maybe you step short and maybe you use your hand to guide that foot out and walk your hands to the inside of that right foot. So two options here. You can either stay here or maybe you lower that back knee. So nice long inhales and exhales here. And if you want a little more, maybe you lower onto your forearms and lift that back knee. So lots of different variations here. Choose one that works for you. Deep inhales and exhales wherever you are. So even it out on the exhale and slowly make your way back onto the palms. Let's plant the left hand as you inhale, lifting the right arm up towards the sky. So if you just come here, that's great. And if you're here, that's great too. To take it even further, maybe you take that right palm towards the back edge of the mat. And you may be here, reach in, or maybe you pick up that back knee and take a hold of that back foot, finding this opening in your heart space. Nice long inhales and exhales. And slowly releasing that back foot. Bring that right palm back down onto the mat. Let's heel toe that right foot in. Hands come to frame that foot. Lift the back knee, step that right foot back. Straight into down dog on the exhale. When you arrive here, let's take your dog for a walk, finding some pedaling through the feet. Finding some release in this resting posture. Now let's root through both heels once again. Rooting through the right heel. As you inhale, left heel up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee in towards the heart space. So create this doming effect with the upper body. Remembering to hug your belly into your spine. As you inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Gaze straight down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, crossing it over. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee towards the left armpit and step through. So your left foot is on the outside of the hands. And let's find our lizard variation on this side. So maybe you're here, and maybe you're here. Lots of different variations here. You could be here. So work with your body. So remember that everybody is so anatomically different, so really listen to your body. We'll take some nice long inhales and exhales here. Notice how the side feels. Notice what comes up. And we're working with your hip flexors. And let's release everything as you exhale, making your way back onto the palms. Let's plant the left hand, not the left, the right hand this time. As you inhale, left palm up towards the sky. Maybe you stay here. Or maybe you take that arm towards the back edge of the mat. Maybe lifting that back foot and taking a hold. And open your heart space. Visualize that hip, that right hip opening. And try and squeeze those shoulder blades together to open the heart up even more. Two more deep inhales and exhales wherever you are. And slowly release, making your way back. So heel toe, that left foot in. Coming to frame that front foot once again. Let's lift the back knee. Step the left toes back and exhale, downward facing dog. And again, pedal through the feet. Shaking the head, yes and no. And from here, let's take the gaze between the hands and we'll slowly lower the elbows down onto the mat. So you may need to adjust your stance here, walking the feet back slightly, allowing yourself some more room. Try to bring your elbows in alignment with one another, so perhaps you come onto the knees to adjust. So try your best not to allow those elbows to come out. And as you're ready, let's make your way into dolphin. So keep squeezing your pelvic floor, engaging your pelvic floor. So the best way that I can describe this is to pretend like you're holding a wee in. Might be a funny cue, but it works. So you're either working here, strengthening, or perhaps you try to root through the heels. Maybe rooting through the left heel and lifting the right heel up, lengthening the right foot up towards the sky. And notice how that feels. And exhale, release. And just switch. Inhale, left heel up, lengthening that right foot up towards the sky. And exhale, release. So keep working there. You may need to come into a child's pose and rest. So it is a difficult posture for sure, so really listen to your body in this one. When you're ready, you can try again. You can come onto all fours and curl your toes under, placing your palms onto the mat, elbows in a parallel line to your hands. Press into the hands just like in Sphinx. Press into the elbows like in our forearm plank earlier on. Engage through the core, remember, like you're trying to hold in a wee. And as you're ready, we'll lift on up, finding your dolphin. Keep tapping into your breath here. So you may just stay here. This may be what you're working on today. Or maybe you try to walk the feet up. And maybe you lift one leg and release. And maybe the other. So try to keep the hips as straight as possible as you move through your dolphin. And you may even come into hero for a couple of breaths. So I'll give you all some playtime in your dolphin strengthening practice. Be mindful. And as you're ready, slowly lower onto the knees. Let's swim the fingertips around, finding your child's pose. Our Balasana. And slowly using the hands to support you, make your way into this hero variation. Let's turn the palms up towards the sky in receiving mode. Two deep inhales and exhales here. And slowly come to sit on one side. We'll swing the legs around, extending the legs out in front of you. Finding your Dandasana, so flex the toes towards the face here. Rooting through your sit bones, allowing the spine to be nice and long. So if you find that you're rounding here, you can bend into the knees slightly, allowing yourself some more space. Finding your Dandasana. And as you're ready, open the eyes. We'll hook the right knee in. Left arm wraps around the right knee as you swim the right arm around for a gentle twist. So be mindful. Nice long inhale, lengthen, exhale to twist. And slowly come back to center, making our way over to the other side. Right arm hooks around the left knee as you swim the left hand around for support. Make sure you're maintaining awareness in both of your feet. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale to find that gentle twist. Nice long inhale and exhale to release. Straighten the legs. Let's shake out the legs, shake out the hips here. And slowly make your way onto the back. Let's bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Interlace the hands and place them on top of the belly, feeling into your inhales and exhales. So feeling this opening in your hips. So we have done quite a lot of work in the hips today. So just notice if there's any tightness there. And notice if you can just release that. And release the hands. We'll bring the hands to the outsides of your thighs and just guide the knees back in towards one another. As you're ready, we'll straighten out one leg and the other. Open the arms up towards the sky for our final posture, our most precious posture of the practice, Shavasana. Let's take a nice long inhale. As you exhale, just allowing your body to get heavy, melting into your mat. Sigh it out. And just give yourself permission here to be still. Just giving your thinking mind a break. So you're welcome to stay here for as long as you like. Maybe pause in this video and just remaining in your Shavasana. If you're ready to close this practice, gently bring awareness back to your body, moving your fingers and the toes, gently shaking your head side to side. As you're ready, let's bring the palms together, thumbs to your third eye or the area in between the brows. Just massaging this area of intuition with your thumbs. Let's take a nice long inhale and exhale to seal the practice. Thank you so much for sharing your time, your energy and your practice with me today. I hope to see you soon. Namaste.